Everybody wants to save money, but most advice out there assumes you already have plenty of it. Cut your daily coffee, cancel your subscriptions, cook at home more often, and while that advice isn't wrong, it misses the real challenge. What do you do when you've already cut the obvious things and there's still nothing left at the end of the month? What do you do when your income barely covers your basic expenses and saving feels completely out of reach? That's what this video is actually about. Not the easy stuff, the real stuff. Practical, specific strategies to save money even when money is tight, and a system that makes saving automatic so it happens whether you feel motivated or not. Welcome to centsmart, where we make personal finance simple for people who are just getting started. Subscribe if you haven't already. New videos every week. Let's get into it. First, let's reframe what saving actually means. Because most people think of saving as what happens after all your expenses are paid. Whatever is left over goes to savings. And as we've covered in previous videos, that approach almost never works, because there is never anything left over. Saving is not what happens after you spend. Saving is the first thing that happens when money comes in. Before rent, before groceries, before anything else. You save first and then live on what remains. This sounds impossible when money is tight. But here's the thing. Even saving 1% of your income changes everything. Not because 1% builds wealth overnight, but because it proves to your brain that saving is possible. And once your brain believes saving is possible, the habit starts to grow. If you earn $2,000 a month, 1% is $20. That's less than $1 a day. If you can find $20 somewhere in your budget, and almost everyone can, you can start saving today. Now let's talk about the fastest ways to find money in your budget that you didn't know was there. Strategy 1, the subscription audit. This is the single fastest way most people find hidden money. Go through your last 2 months of bank and credit card statements and highlight every recurring charge. Every subscription, every membership, every automatic renewal. Write them all down. Then go through the list and ask one question about each one. Have I used this in the last 2 weeks? If the answer is no, cancel it today. Not tomorrow. Today. The average person has 7 to 10 active subscriptions and regularly uses 4 or 5 of them. The ones they don't use are pure waste, money leaving their account every month for something that adds zero value to their life. Most people find between $30 and $100 a month just from this exercise. That's $360 to $1,200 a year, found money that was hiding in plain sight. Strategy 2. Reduce your 3 biggest expenses. Personal finance research consistently shows that 3 categories account for the majority of most people's spending: housing, transportation, and food. If you want to save more money, these are the categories with the most potential, because the big wins come from big categories, not small ones. Housing is your biggest expense. Most people can't change their rent immediately, but there are options worth considering. Getting a roommate can cut your housing cost by 30 to 50% overnight. Moving to a slightly less expensive area when your lease is up can save hundreds per month. Negotiating your rent at renewal, especially if you've been a good tenant, works more often than people think. Transportation is your second biggest expense. If you have a car payment, downsizing to a cheaper, reliable used car that you own outright eliminates that payment entirely. Using public transit for some trips, carpooling, or combining errands to reduce fuel costs, these are small changes that add up to meaningful savings over a year. Food is your third biggest expense and the most flexible. Restaurant and takeout spending is where most budgets have the most room. Cooking at home just 3 more times per week can save $50 to $150 a month for most households. Buying store brand instead of name brand groceries saves 15 to 25% on your grocery bill with almost no difference in quality. Meal planning before you shop eliminates the impulse purchases and food waste that quietly inflate your grocery bill every week. You don't have to attack all three categories at once. Pick the one where you have the most flexibility right now and make one meaningful change. Then move to the next. Strategy 3. Use the cash envelope system for problem categories. If there's one spending category that consistently blows your budget, dining out, shopping, entertainment, try the cash envelope system for that category. Here's how it works. At the beginning of the month, withdraw your budgeted amount for that category in cash. Put it in an envelope. When the envelope is empty, you're done spending in that category for the month. No exceptions. This works because spending cash feels different from spending on a card. Studies show that people spend significantly less when paying with cash versus a card, because handing over physical money activates a different part of the brain. The pain of payment is more real. You don't have to use cash for everything. Just use it for the 1 or 2 categories where you consistently overspend. Most people see immediate results in the first month. Strategy 4. The No Spend Challenge. Pick 1 week or 1 weekend to start and commit to spending $0 on non-essential purchases. No restaurants, no shopping, no entertainment purchases, only essential bills and groceries. This is not about deprivation. It's about 2 things. First, it forces you to get creative. You cook what's already in your fridge, you find free entertainment, you rediscover things you already own. Second, it breaks the automatic spending habits that run on autopilot. Most of our spending happens without conscious decision. A no-spend challenge interrupts those patterns and makes you more aware of every purchase going forward. A 1-week no-spend challenge typically saves between $50 and $200 depending on your normal spending habits. Some people turn it into a monthly habit, 1 no-spend week per month. That's potentially $600 to $2,400 saved per year from one simple practice. Strategy 5. Automate micro-savings. If saving feels overwhelming, start so small that it's impossible to say no. Set up an automatic transfer of just $10 or $20 per week, not per month, per week, into a separate savings account. $10 a week is $520 a year. $20 a week is over $1,000 a year. These amounts seem tiny in the moment, but they compound into real money over time. The key is automation and separation. The transfer happens automatically, so you don't have to decide to do it every week. And the money goes to a separate account, ideally at a different bank. So it's out of sight and out of mind. Once the habit is established and you've proven to yourself that you can live without that amount, increase it. Go from $10 to $20, from $20 to $50, from $50 to $100. Gradual increases are barely noticeable in your day-to-day life, but they dramatically accelerate your savings over time. Strategy 6. Use windfalls intentionally. A windfall is any money that comes in outside your normal income. Tax refund, birthday money, work bonus, selling something you no longer need, freelance income. Most people spend windfalls within days of receiving them. The money feels like extra, like it doesn't count, and it gets absorbed into lifestyle spending without any conscious decision. Here's a better rule. When a windfall arrives, save at least 50% of it immediately. Transfer it to your savings account before you have a chance to spend it. You can enjoy the other 50%, guilt-free, knowing that you've already made a smart decision with the most important half. Even a small tax refund of $500 becomes $250 in savings using this rule. A $1,000 bonus becomes $500 in savings. These amounts can fully fund a starter emergency fund or make a meaningful dent in existing debt. Strategy 7. Find one way to earn more. Saving is about both sides of the equation, cutting expenses and increasing income. When income is very low, there is a limit to how much cutting can help. At some point, you have to look at the other side. You don't need a second job. You need one extra source of income, even if it's small and temporary. Sell things you no longer use. Most households have hundreds of dollars worth of unused items sitting in closets and garages. Clothes, electronics, furniture, books, sporting equipment. These can be sold quickly on platforms like Facebook Marketplace or eBay. Offer a service in your community. Lawn care, dog walking, cleaning, tutoring, babysitting, handyman work. These require no startup costs and can generate extra income within days. Use a skill you already have. If you can write, design, code, edit video, do bookkeeping, or speak another language, these skills have real market value. Freelance platforms make it easier than ever to find paid work using skills you may not even think of as valuable. Even $200 a month of extra income, $2,400 a year, changes the savings math completely for someone on a tight budget. Let's bring it all together. Save first, before anything else, even if it's just $20 a month. Do a subscription audit and cancel everything you don't actively use. Reduce spending in your 3 biggest categories: housing, transportation, and food. Use cash envelopes for problem spending categories. Try a no-spend challenge for 1 week this month. Automate micro savings so the habit runs without willpower. Use windfalls intentionally. Save at least 50% before spending any of it. And find one small way to earn more if expenses are already cut to the minimum. You don't have to do all of these at once. Pick 2. Start this week. Build momentum. Then add more as the habits take hold. Saving money on a low income is hard, but it is not impossible. And every dollar you save, no matter how small, is a dollar working for your future instead of someone else's. Your action step today: do the subscription audit. Right now, open your bank statement from last month and find every recurring charge. Cancel at least one thing you don't need today. If this video helped you, please subscribe, because every week we publish honest, practical money content for people who are ready to take control of their finances. Our full playlist is linked in the description. Watch them all and build your complete financial foundation. I'll see you in the next one.